Pisces, welcome to your reading. I hope that you're doing great. Welcome to my channel. I'm Adrian Nelson, I'm psychic tarot reader, and this is your general love reading for the month of July. So whenever you see it, it's the right time for you to see it. Let's see what we've got. We're going to do one oracle card for you. You're going to use your tarot, and then at the end of the reading, you're going to get the opportunity to ask 3 questions, whatever those 3 questions are. Remember, this is a general reading, Pisces, so please take it as it resonates. And what I recommend is that, if you want to look at sort of like the big 3 readings for you, so your sun, which is your zodiac sign, which you are Pisces, your moon, your emotions, your rising, maybe even your sort of your Venus for love, because with this being a love reading. And if you don't know what those things are, if you go down below in the description, you'll see there's a link that says free natal chart, and you can get all of that over there. All right, but without any further ado, Pisces, let's get started. I've got an incredible offer for all of you at the moment. Very limited offer. I'm going to speak about that at the end of the reading. Okay, I'm not going to speak about it now because some of you are just here for the message. All right, so what I have for you, Pisces, it says life purpose. All right, so you are taking love very seriously at the moment. This is not a time for playing around. This is not a time for mocking about. This is the time of real seriousness, where I feel for many of you, you're in the space, Pisces, where you say, okay, so when it comes to love, what does that mean for me? What does it really mean for me personally? What does it mean for my life? What does it mean for my life going forward? How does it fit into my life? How is love making my life better, in a sense? This is almost like, I feel that for many of you, it's a deeper sort of inner work, that inner root sort of work as a human being on planet Earth. Who are you? What is it that you want? What is it that you want from love? How is it that you want to experience love? How is it that you want to feel love? Very serious questions. With love in your life. And I feel also for many of you at this point where you're deciding, do you want to be having love in your life or not? It's almost like a, and whilst obviously there is a sort of question, it's a very important one to make, I would encourage you to say, for now, for the immediate foreseeable future that I have, or maybe better, because there might be a better plan available for you. But I would encourage you to not say sort of, for example, say, I'm closing myself off to love completely forever for the rest of my life. Because remember, the universe is always listening to you. Okay. There might something, just because you might be in a situation right now where it doesn't seem like you can have maybe that beautiful dream of love that you have in your life, just because you don't see it right now coming into your life, or you don't see the possibility, doesn't mean that it's not possible maybe right now or going forward. Okay. I'm drawing your tarot. I'm going to draw you only 3 cards from the Good Tarot by Gilded Tarot. There is a link for all the cards that I use in the description. This is amazing. I'm going to tell you why it's amazing. So the first card you have for your recent past is Patience, which is the Temperance card. And when I did a reading for Scorpio, they got this card in the same position in the recent past as well. Okay. And then in your current energy, you've got the 6 of Water, which is the 6 of Cups, and you've got the 9 of Fire, which is the 9 of Emotions, or the 9 of Wands, rather. Okay. So what I feel, really, Pisces, for many of you, it's almost like you took an incredible amount of time to get clarity in your life about not just one. I feel the way that many of you went about this is almost in 2 ways. So looking at love, and then seeing how does this actually really fit into your life at the moment, into your almost like everyday routine and your agenda, basically. And then I feel that you went and took a look at life and went to go see, does this particular love that, or the person that you're dealing with, or the emotions, does that also fit in with the overall, sort of picture of your life that it is that you want to have and maintain and all those sort of things. Those are actually very, very good things to do, by the way. But I feel that for some of you, you got yourself so into the emotions that it was almost what was maybe meant to be more of a space of sort of like contemplation to get clarity, I feel for some of you it became this almost overwhelming, sort of overbearing, feeling that was on top of you, that was on your heart, that you were like, oh my goodness, I don't even know if I can deal with this sort of thing. All right. And then in your current space, this is a time of reflection, because especially for those of you that are single at the moment, or for those of you that are maybe looking at, having a connection with someone else, or entering a connection, this is a space where wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things can happen for you at the moment, in life, in love, in all those type of things. But for many of you, you are holding on to the past. You are holding on to past disappointments. You are almost terrified of making the same mistakes again. And I feel for many of you, it comes from your side. So maybe you've been with an ex, and maybe that ex didn't work out the way that you wanted things to work out, or maybe you opened your heart to life once and your partner maybe cheated on you, or your partner passed, or something like that, and you almost feel like you don't want to open yourself to that again, because what if it doesn't work out again? What if you're disappointed again? And some of you are I feel that you're almost being flippant maybe with somebody, when in actual fact you actually want to be with someone, but it's almost like for many of you, you're feeling like maybe the friendship card will work better for you, So let me rather be friends with this person. Let me rather not open my heart to this person. Let me rather not open myself to the idea of love, or maybe they love me back, or all those type of things. It might make sense in your mind, but it's also a way of sometimes holding ourselves back. It's a way of keeping ourselves in a pattern that doesn't actually work for us. Okay, so there's a call here to let go of a past version so that a new version can come about. All right, and it's almost like there's a release of energy taking place, like an inner forgiveness, like you might be feeling lighter. But in the same token, it's making you nervous because you don't actually know what's coming next, and it's almost like it's like being a little bit like a fly on a hot plate type of thing, where I feel that for some of you, you're also in that space where you find yourself actually falling in love with someone else, really feeling those feelings, feeling those emotions, and you try to reason them away, and you try to talk them away, and maybe keep yourself very busy and things like that, exercising yourself to the point of actually passing out and whatever. For some reason, I see some of you really baking a lot of cakes, but the feelings were there, and like the more you try to sort of run away from them, it's like the stronger they grow. And going forward there with the Nine of Fire, the Nine of Wands, this is a love that can actually really work out. This is your magical connection. This is your dreams coming true. This is your person. This is somebody that actually really want to be with you, that I feel has got very honorable intentions for you. Okay, let's look at the recent past. Let's clarify that. Probably the three most often negatively referred to clarifiers in the recent past, when people don't really know tarot really well. The Death card, the Devil, and the Tower. OMG. But there's a lot that you have released in the past. A lot of there was a definite strong release for some of you in the past. I feel that for some of you, it's very challenging to maybe trust somebody and to trust that they've got the best intentions for you. I feel for some of you, you may have actually given your heart to somebody. You opened your heart, you felt your emotions, you began to believe beyond the shadow of a doubt, really, and maybe even against your own better judgment, maybe sometimes, because some I also feel like the timing wasn't right, and maybe you were aware of that but didn't want to look at it. There was still hope. And so I feel for some of you, you have actually opened your heart to this love before, to maybe to this person before, and it really, there was a time it started to work out. You said this was it. And then unfortunately I see that there was obviously certain things in life that still had to happen. I feel that both of you, but especially the person that you were dealing with, still needed to learn some lessons, really, and for many times that meant that they had to be separate from you, that they maybe had to be with someone else, in order to to sort of get that energy realignment. I feel that for many of you, you're dealing with someone that probably was kind of keeping their emotions inside, wasn't dealing so well with it, and it's possible that for some of them, without even realizing it, they kind of made you feel maybe almost like a fool, like you're not good enough. Okay, let's look at your current energy. Four of Swords, Strength card, and the Ten of Wands. And some of you are beginning to see how that didn't really have anything to do with you, how there was a different story going on there. This is you growing strong in love. This is you, I feel, forgiving someone, letting go of the past, starting over, starting new. Again, you've been dealing with somebody that really needed to deal with their own emotions, that they needed to deal with their own, you know, in their own time, in their own space. And in the interest of calling a spade, you know, you would have been detrimental to the lessons they needed to learn, because I feel that you're dealing with somebody that they wouldn't have wanted to disappoint you and hurt you, but it could be that almost like there could have been a sense of ongoing unfulfillment that could have happened from this connection the way that it was in the past. Because if somebody doesn't quite want to change and, you know, consider you, and then you consider them, and you consider their feelings, and they consider your feelings, and then you don't say this and they don't say this, and soon before long it's one big major mess. All right, so for those of you that went through that separation period and feel that it was horribly unfair, I feel that it was very, very necessary. And I also sense that you're getting that sense of forgiveness in your heart for this person. Where's this connection happening? What's happening going forward? You've got the Queen of Wands, clarifying that Nine of Wands over there. So you've got the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so this is rebuilding a connection. I feel for many of you, rebuilding a love that was once sort of lost, that felt lost, that you thought would never be able to build it up again. There's a sense of letting go of the past. There's a sense of forgiveness. There's a new offer of love. There's a beautiful second chance that's coming about here for this connection. So this is a space where you don't need to lose hope just yet, because there's a second chance that is coming about for this connection. Okay, so Pisces, I hope that helps. This is the part where I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask those 3 questions. And any 3 questions, really, whatever comes to mind. It doesn't just have to be about love. See what those 3 questions are, and let's draw some cards for that. If the reading resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Remember to hit the notification bell if you subscribe. Let's see your questions, and then I'll tell you the offer after this. Okay. Number 1, don't stop. There, and again, this card came out for the Scorpio reading. It came out, this was their number 3 question. Okay, so for you, this is number 1 that says to you, don't stop. And you know, when you think about it, when the universe, when the angels say to you, don't stop, go forward in the path with faith, it's because they will be walking all the way with you. You're not alone. We're never alone, really. Okay, question number 2. A year from now. All right, so whatever it is that you are asking for, a year from now, and if that maybe feels unfair, you know, sometimes remember, we only see a part of the map, you know, and what we call in NLP, that the map is not the territory, and the territory is just life, it's just circumstance, it's just life itself. But, you know, it's always about how we see life, you know, and sometimes we feel that something is horribly unfair right now, but, you know, maybe with the passing of time it gets better. I do feel for a large majority of you, though, that you are sighing like a big sigh of relief for this year from now. Okay, let's get to your 3rd question. And it says choose a new direction. So maybe the reason why something is taking a year from now to unfold is because it will be in your best interest to actually choose a different direction, Pisces. Okay, I hope that helps for all of you. Oh yes, the offer that I wanted to tell you about. So many of you may know that I'm a regression hypnosis practititioner, you know, past life regression and inner child healing and karma balancing, ancestral healing, entity release, all those type of things. Timeline healing and, you know, soul plane and whatever. So I offer those incredible sessions along with a 45-minute psychic tarot reading. And the special that I'm running at the moment is both of those together for $87 US dollars. So you're saving $43. And if we do the session for you via Zoom, then I also send you a video of your sessions. Okay, so if you want to book that, more than welcome to. Obviously a very limited offer. Really, like, people are basically scrambling for it, so please send me an email. My email address is down below in the description, and we can set you up. Namaste, love and light. See you next time.